It's Tim Pachowka here again, and I'd like to thank you for your investment in this course. I'm going to do absolutely everything in my power to help you get up to speed and to become a great Java programmer, as quickly as possible. Now, before we get started on the code, there's a few very important things that I just want to go through with you. And look, they'll only take a few minutes, so please bear with me. This will help you really maximize your experience and getting the most out of this course. Firstly, high definition content.
Now, this video player does allow you to play videos in different resolutions. So what you want to do is make sure you've chosen the highest available resolution via the gear icon, which you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And essentially, the higher the number, the better the quality. Now, it will play up to 1080p videos. So 1080p is the quality of video that I've uploaded for every video in this course. And if the videos look low quality to you, you want to check while a video is playing and make sure that you click on that gear icon and make sure you have selected the highest quality. And do note that depending on your internet speed, the 1080 option may not be available 1080p. Now, if you want to change the speed of a video, in other words, how fast it plays, you can do that by hovering on the 1x icons you can see on the screen there and choosing the speed you want. And here's a close-up of that. Now, all videos have got closed captions on them. To enable closed captions, just hover your mouse over the captions icon that you can see pointing to on the screen there, and then click on English US. That turns the captions on. And once you've selected closed captions on a single video, all other videos in the course will play with captions on until you turn off that option. So one of the things you may need to do from time to time is search for a specific lecture. Now, I do recommend that you start this course in order and go through each video in order, but it can be a good idea sometimes to do a search. And you can see that the main course dashboard, the course content tab, has got a lecture search box. And in that box, you can actually type in a keyword or different words you're looking for, and Udemy will display a list of all the lectures in this course that have those words in the title. So for example, you could do a search for JDK, and all the videos in this course with the lecture with that word in the title would appear for you. Just an easy way to find a particular lecture. Now, another very important thing for programmers is to be able to search for questions and answers. Now, you can do that by going to the Q&A tab in Udemy, and once you click on that, you'll see that there's a search box. And from there, you can type in a question or just some keywords, and Udemy will automatically find previous questions and answers that have been asked that are similar to what you're searching for. So it can be a good way just to find some information immediately. And you just click on the thread to read the questions and all the answers that have been made for that particular post. Now, if you can't find answers to your question, bearing in mind there are thousands of questions and answers in the course, so it is definitely worthwhile you searching first. But if you can't find an answer, you can create a new question by clicking on the Ask a New Question button. And just to note there that sometimes you may have to type something in the box to the left before the button becomes active and enabled to enable you to actually click it. So after pressing that button, you're going to be taken to the questions editor where you can edit your question and post your information, the question that you're looking to get answered. And a quick note, a screenshot is often recommended. Rather than just sort of saying that you've got an error, it can often be really helpful to create a screenshot of the problem on your screen and using the mechanism that I've got on the screen here to upload that screenshot directly to Udemy. So it's going to prompt you to drag and drop an image or click it on the click on the Choose Files button. And once you do that, you can add the image to your question. And the image will then appear in the box similar to like you can see there. So you put the cursor where you want the image to appear, and it will put it in there for you automatically. Now, another really cool thing you can do is you can also directly paste source code into your question by just copying the source code from your editor and pasting it right in the box. Once you do that, it'll show the source box in a box similar to what you can see on the screen until your question's actually saved or posted. And once you do that, you'll actually see here that it actually formats the code and also nicely color codes it as well. So this can be a really good way to show the code that you're working on and perhaps any errors, so that myself or other students can help you with it. So once you've completed entering your question, just click on the Post Question button and your question is then posted into the course, and I actually get notified, but also other students will be able to see that and chime in and answer it. One other thing I recommend you do is when your question has been solved by either myself or another student, or even yourself for that matter, it's a great idea to mark it as solved. So put two left square brackets and the word solved into the title. So this shows up in future searches and helps other students looking for help on that topic. Because you know that if you see the word solved, you know that there has been a resolution to that problem, and directs people to that specific answer. So to do that's quite simple. You can edit your question title and contents by clicking on the question and then clicking those three vertical dots you can see to the top right of the image and clicking on edit. So after clicking on edit, you're now able to edit the title and contents for that matter of your question. So you can now add the solved term on the question title to mark it as solved, and once you've done that, click on the save button. Once you've done that, the question is then updated. You can see the title is updated with the word solved in square brackets. Now, something that you may want is the source code. So every single lecture in this course has got its own source code and also other resources such as links, etc. that have been discussed in that lecture. Now you'll know that a lecture has got resources because when you're playing it and you move your mouse, you can see in the top left of the video the little blue box. So click on that box and that opens up the resources, and from there you can click on to download the source code or get access to the various links if there are any for that specific lecture. Alternatively, you can actually go down to the bottom of the course in the source code for all programs lecture, which is in the extras section, and from there you can also download the source code if you want. And finally, you'll find course news in the announcement tab. It can be a good idea to click on that and checking that section out. It just keeps you updated on what's happening with this course. Now you should also get an email from me every time that I do post an announcement. That's just another way for you to get access to it. Alright, so that's all I wanted to say about that. Let's now get cracking into downloading and installing the necessary tools so that we can start our Java programming. See you in the next video.